the first shared Nobel Prize in Medicine didn't have to be shared. In 1906, Camilo Golgi and Santiago Ramon y Cajal were given the Nobel Prize for unveiling the structure of the neuron. It all started with Camilo Golgi's imperfect staining method, a method that will only be marking one cell out of hundreds and maybe thousands. But whatever it did stain, it would stain with great clarity. When Camilo Golgi saw that this staining method worked to see the entire structure of the neuron, he developed his own theory of the neuron structure, the reticular theory. All the neurons are actually connected, that there are no gaps in between. So it is essentially a big, long, continuous pipe. But on the other side, we have Santiago Ramon y Cajal, where he used Golgi's staining method and enhanced it even further, being able to see some further structures in the neuron, even the tiny small gaps from one neuron to the other, letting him to develop what is now known as the neuron doctrine. So they had two opposing views. Why did they both get the Nobel Prize? Well, it is rationalized that Camilo Golgi is the one who developed the first staining method, but it was enhanced further by Santiago Ramon y Cajal, the one who also accurately concluded about the connections and structure of the neuron. So why wasn't it just given to Santiago Ramon y Cajal? Well, one small thing behind the scenes is Camilo Golgi had been trying to submit and obtain the Nobel Prize many years previous to that. So they came to a conclusion. It is because of Camilo Golgi's influence and his first initial staining method that Santiago Ramon y Cajal was even able to get to determine the neuron structure and connection. When it was announced that they were going to share the Nobel Prize, Santiago Ramon y Cajal was very grateful that he would share it with Camilo Golgi, because he understood without his initial staining method, he would have not been able to observe the neuron structure properly and its connectivity to result into what is now known as the neuron doctrine. However, Camilo Golgi was very bitter. He even stated that neuron doctrine would be disproven through time, and that the reticular theory would stand true. However, that did not age well. Many individuals participating at the scene actually were thinking that Santiago Ramon y Cajal was the only one that deserved the Nobel Prize due to his major contributions to neuron structure and neuron connectivity, while Camilo Golgi had an imperfect staining method that was even enhanced by Santiago Ramon y Cajal. Therefore, his contribution was seen as little, and this is why